All right. Get a little groove on here. It's Wednesday. I got about 6:15 in the PM on this January the 08th, the year 2025. I know some of you are still out there in the past, some are even in the future. But whatever present you are currently in, I hope it's going good for you. All right. I just got out of work a little while ago, grabbed some food, and I was like, you know what? What the heck? Let's jump on. Hang out with some folks. See what happened tonight. All right. Oh, that's right. I was doing a little recording there yesterday. Alrighty. Well, I don't see anybody in chat yet, but that's all right. I'm probably not going to be on for too long, but I thought, you know what, why not? Let's jump on for a minute or two, see if we can't get some color going in here. But I think this might be the new way to make these. Unfortunately. But, alright, let's figure out what we need to do to change this up a little bit. Alright, we've got a central part there. And for now, I think we can get rid of these. All right, now we need to figure out where things are going to go. All right, so let's get this out of our way because I have a feeling that's going to cause us some problems or two or three or four. Now we just got to find out where this is going to sit well. So what we'll try and do here is get this even. Although I can't squeeze in here, so getting good lineup is going to be a little tricky. Let's try that there and see what happens. Bright spot. Oh, okay. So, all right, we need to bring that back one because we don't want that. Yeah, well, there's probably somebody actually doing something online, I don't attract big crowds, you know that. Building is a uh, specialized thingamajiggy. Alright, so that becomes sort of an issue because it only comes down so far. We'll try it again. But the way I look at it is if there's one person hanging out, learning something, that's what matters. Hey, Sarge. I know I'm not, not a well-known streamer. I'm just some cat. There we go. That's better. Although I'm afraid that if it gets too bright, we're going to lose out on something. I mean, I know I'm not a exciting, adventurous stream, but if you're interested in building stuff. What do you mean? On a build? When do I decide it's enough? Generally when I get bored. Or I can't figure out, how to do what I'm trying to do, then I'll step away from it. Sometimes I'll go back. Other times it just ends up being what it is. Yeah, I know. And I'm probably going to leave it. But it doesn't hurt to try a couple of things, just to see. And I actually did most of the stuff on off stream Sunday. And then I posted it on the Twitter X thingamajiggy, whatever. You know me, I'm not a big social media person. You will not catch me doing a TikTok dance or any TikTok related items. Oh, come on, you son of a biscuit. But, we gotta try. Because you never know, we could make it even that much better. Not yet. Work has been unfortunately occupying a good percentage of my time. Or my free time. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe that might be too much of a distraction. What do you think? I think we should just leave it. Kind of. I'm kind of with you. I mean, I still feel it needs contrast. But in terms of music share, I do have a section on Discord for like putting up music that you like and whatnot. But I'd like to do something where like people just hang out, listen to tunes, talk, share music. I don't know if I just don't know how to go about it. Like, do I leave that channel open and people just can go in and like, hey, let's hang out and listen to tunes? Because I know if you have Spotify, you can go in and kind of share. And also, I've been using an app on Discord. Where's Discord? Called Chip Support. And it allows you to play, you get a PlayStation, a playlist going, and yeah. But yeah, there's a spot just music. I know Gumbo goes in there, and I occasionally drop in some stuff. Like music that he likes. A lot of classic rock has been placed in there. Stuff I grew up with, stuff I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that song. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's only you and I here at the moment, so. Have to get a good dark scene here. There's always some sort of something here. I just feel like it needs something, But I gotta be careful that I don't go too bright. And then we lose the thin line detail out here. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to agree with you on that one, Sarge. And a couple of people are like, I think this is the best one you've made so far with this new technique. And I think, yeah, it might be right. I'm digging this a lot. Like the color swirl we got going on here with a bit of that pattern. Be nice to do something like this. It needs something. It's always that, it needs that one more thing to just, just bring it over the top a little bit. All right, you know what? We'll call this one done. For now. I think now it's just more of a question of the pattern. I mean, I could extend this. That's the neat thing about this. As I could keep coming out with this to different pattern. I mean, we could just add a few more lights in here, right? So we just come down another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, pardon me. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's never good enough, man. You know that. It'd always be better. You know, to me, it's like, I don't know, how do I put this? I'm always trying to improve on it. The anti-Hellboy. Well, I just kind of want to prove a point on this part, you know, for anyone who might catch this later. Like this, you can just kind of keep going with these, you know, until you've, I mean, who knows? I don't know, really. I haven't really, this is all still kind of new. Right on, Sarge. I'm actually right behind you on that. Good enough for now. Doesn't have to be perfect. This one? No, right here. Okay, so left. Right. Ah, there you are. That's that and that one. Station character over there. All right, now I can sort of see. Okay, now this one. should just have this bottom one here. That's kind of why it's best to do panel by panel. You can see which way you need to flip it around if need be. So like I'm doing, the side, top, side, bottom. What the Forkenheimer? What am I hitting when I do that? Keep like knocking my controller. Trying to glitch, yeah, of course. Better now? Good. Alright, we're going to do a... actually, we're going Not yet. Trying to figure out what to call it. Tunnel of love. It's a good question. It shot something. Would be cool. Now I want to keep a little more, less violent, more creative. Eternal walkway. That's not bad. See, the crazy thing is, like, if you just walk down this, while it is neat, oh, and I have to actually keep track of how many, all right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's the extent before that shuts off. As a matter of fact, it did shut off, did it not? We might not be able to extend this. Because 13 is our distance, so we may have done all that work for nothing. Yep, shut up. Oh, no. Okay. See, but now we changed that pattern again. None of your business. What's going on? Learned hand. Welcome. Oh, thank you. And I love y'all for being here and keeping me afloat. Okay, but now we're gonna have to change this pattern. Oh, did you shut off? Yeah, you did. All right. So, minor problem. Problem and not a problem, but problem enough. So, I should probably keep it where I had it, as much as I would hate to admit it. We did that work for nothing, but oh well. Because if I bring the camera out too far... Right there. Yep. Damn it.
Thanks.
Are you high?
Devontae,
You kidding? A little bit, yes.
Video games and drugs?
All right.
Those two
That
things
sucks.
don't mix.
So,
Shut up.
unfortunately, we can't extend this particular one because we have the moving background. And 13 floor panels is the distance before it shuts off. So we'll keep what we had because it was working well with the camera. I could actually, you know, step back a little bit. Oh, nowhere. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Devontae. Oh, that sucks. But it does sound like they had plenty of years of mousing. It sounds like they may have had a good run, my friend. Shoot, did I save that? I did, didn't I? Alright, well. This sucks, but it has to be done. I know we just put it in there, but oh well. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I had 2 floor pillars. What the hell? Alright. Like, wait a minute. What are you doing to me here? All right. I think now we're back to where we were, right? Yeah, that looks normal. So these are pretty simple to make for the most part. I mean, kind of, you know, some of it's a pain, but... All right. You know what? We're going to call this thing done. I'm going to... Sounds like my cats. My cats are more like dogs. Alright, I'm just going to do a strip down to see what it looks like without everything attached to it. And the bonus is I can actually just do another one. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm an idiot. I'm a big idiot. You know, I'm going to leave that stuff up there because I can just take that and bring it down. I want to see what it looks like, but at the same time, I don't want to go through the whole deletion. And I could build another one heading in the other direction. Because we're already set up at this point. You know, everything's there. So I could, for all intent and purpose, just carry another one to the side here. Try to keep that distance again the same, doing that 13 panels. But it's all set up. The joke, I gotta remember it one of these days, but stately lions, immortal porpoises, that sort of thing. So once you have the basic setup, you can run these, you know, many different ways. You could have two sides, take, you know, start a fresh one, use what you have. I mean, it really is sort of I don't want to say limitless, but pretty darn close. Couldn't tell if I deleted something. I felt like I did. I'm not taking any chances. Yeah, we definitely have small crew tonight. I don't usually stream work nights. You know, sometimes I do, and it's just usually to show you, you know, the completed. You know, I did a lot of this last night after I ended the day portion of the stream. You know, I added this whole background bit, changed up some of the pattern. You know, and that's That was that. And it really is, like, if you didn't know to bring your camera up, because this is really the way, it all sort of works. See, here we get like it almost seems like there's more color here. I know some of it's yellow dashes and whatnot, but like it just seems more, like I like this. It's got a bit, thick to thin kind of line. But I think this is the best one I've done so far, I gotta say. I will agree with Learned Hand and everyone else who's brought that to my attention. I do think this one might be the best one in terms of kaleidoscopic effect. Or at least into Mandela-y effect. It's a good, nice optical illusions, good motion. But, I didn't have this technique when I first started these, and it was a whole different style. I mean, I think I've done now 4 different renditions of the kaleidoscope, 4 different ways you can go about making these, except one of them doesn't work anymore. So we'll call it 3. But I have done 4. The original. Well, yeah, exactly, Learned. That's sort of what I was hoping for with this, that as you start off in one spot and it's like, oh, there's a neat pattern. And then you kind of move in a little bit and you're like, oh, wait, there's another one. And as you move, I like how it changes. How it kind of morphs. Yeah, I think these are going to be the new ones. I just got to figure out another way to introduce more color. I don't want them to always be this dominant. I like the shape of the flower. I like how adding these kind of put that cut in the leaf. In the petal of the flower, if you will. If we want to call that central thing. Because again, sort of a flower shape. I like the effect that the boundary thing is doing in conjunction with the EM generators, in conjunction with the background, race initiator pattern thing. Just works well. There's a nice mixture of color. I'd like to get a little more pattern out of that. That's kind of what I want to work on next is like, see, we get a lot of this, the S curve shape, which is cool, but I'm noticing, and depending on how you look at it, but I want to get more of a definitive shape out of some of these bits here, you know what I mean? That's the other thing here too, depending on. Yeah, see, we may need to add some of the whack a bit as we, because I'm wondering if that will do something too as we're coming through, and then it warps the pattern. And see how it's, there's lots of great little optical delusions in this, these kind of look like they're splayed out. Again, we have, different patterns, depending on where we're located here. I like how the ends of this kind of shut down and come back on. Boom. When it gets to be looking too much like a floor panel is when I'm like, all right, we need to make that less floor panel and more of a pattern of some sort. Which, generally speaking, isn't super difficult to achieve usually. Sometimes, you know, the simple works. And you can, what's neat about it too is you can also take the same thing, change a couple of the rotations on, you know, some of the parts, and you've got a brand new a brand new kaleidoscope, if you will. Downside is when you're in a, this tight workspace. Trying to figure out what are you snapping to? Progressive deletion. All right, that should help us a little bit. Maybe. Yeah, actually, it helped quite a bit. Yeah, I was trying to lock on to. Doesn't seem right, does it? That's not working for me. I hate when it skips one. You're like, you only have so many sides. Am I missing something here? It should. Why are you not? Oh, there you are. I only have 3 watching. I don't know what you're watching, but some seems, yeah, you should be off of that. Why are you not? What are you? Thank you. triangle there. Done. I do my, yeah, I twist my neck around when I'm doing that. Why are you not? Okay, you're being really weird. Stop that. Okay, so go because you're taking a minute. Is that what it is? It's gotta be. That's what I don't understand. Why? Big pattern with issues. Alright. That's where it becomes a problem. You get into the smaller floor panel bits and just it becomes a nightmare. And sometimes it's just, you know, again, experimenting and seeing what you get for. It's all about patterns, you know, just making different patterns. And sometimes it's just best to reload. And look at it from a fresh perspective again. Oh, forgot about that, but I'm going to take another nip break in a minute. Oh, maybe not. Go another little bit. I've got some time, a little bit. I got to work tomorrow, unfortunately. Just, I feel, you know, whenever I do these, I always feel like I'm just, there's something, one more thing that's just going to make it be like, wow, that's what I was looking for. Sometimes it's just not worth flipping crap around. After a while, you're just like, God, I'm done. You're like, that's good enough. I always hope that. You know, some of this is pure and utter luck. You know, it really is. Has absolutely nothing to do with skill or thought, forethought, afterthought. A lot of afterthought. Yeah. All right, like if I could maybe take that and change it. I just didn't like how, yeah, and even this I'm already looking at going, yeah, it's too, yeah, see, that's too closed. See, it totally changes the whole thing, doesn't it? Just by doing that. Yep, don't like it. Too solid. So now what we'll do is do that and see if that makes a difference. All right, better. Better, but not quite. Interesting. Okay, so that went up and that. Where are you gonna go? Oh, there you are. See, and depending on where this decides to be, double tap. What's going on? Yeah, exactly. Same old, same old. Doing more of this garbage. Ah. I'm gonna have to reload. Damn it. Lost track of where I was. Alright. Damn it. Yeah, I never claimed to be any good at this, alright? Alright, last attempt at doing something, and then we will call it good. I've seen a couple of things. Did I? Forgot to save it. That changes everything again. Well, I guess we should probably just keep it. One, I've got to delete all those freaking pavers again, which I'm not going to do right now. Yeah, I think what we have at this point is probably come to the stream, have a few laughs. Come out to the coast, have a few laughs. I think we have what we're gonna have on this one. It's just missing something. Come out to Euclid, have a few laughs. What's it missing, Sarge? Man, this thing is giving me the sweats. What is it missing? Some time by itself. All right. I get the hint. But you know it's missing something. I told you. Still my toe. Looking for my damn nip. Who else is screaming? Well, might as well go raid them in a minute or two. The only thing I can do now at this point would be to drop in a bunch, make another one on the other side. But that's all, you know, you don't want to see that. the end of it is too wide. I don't know. So I just feel like something's missing. It is pretty cool though, isn't it? I think it's one of the better. Alright, the last thing I can try is getting some light floor panels into the wider gaps right there. I gotta in the nip and whatnot. No! Oh, son of a gun! Real life for that was almost a real thread. We should freaking watch. Alright. What do you want me to do then if I'm not doing this? I'm not messing around on this. You want to start another one? What do you want me to do? We could play the game. Excuse me. What do you think? What do we do? Which one is Aquarius? I know that just dropped out today. Am I drunk? No. You know if I were drunk. That's a rarity for me these days. So I guess part of me is just like, I don't want it to be too evident it's a floor panel, you know? I mean, we all know it is, but... Oh, it's the fishing expo. Did I do that one? What are the rewards for that I might want? Is there any building stuff? Is there a part, a poster? What am I missing? See, it doesn't look like anything when you're in it. That's what I like. It's almost nondescript. You know, you're like, all right, yeah, it's kind of cool. There's some, you know, some stuff happening, right? Yeah, Yeah, see? Oh, you know what? I wonder if I just pop in some of these for a little... Uh-huh. You know what we haven't done yet? We haven't done this. Because there's no reason to. Oh, but that's a whole different vibe. I mean, if there's parts per building that I might want, then, you know, perhaps. Why did just part of the camera change that time? Focal point, focal range, depth of field all stayed the same. Yeah, it's a whole different... Hauler, diving suit. I got the skiff, I got the hauler. Yeah, look, a whole different, similar, but different. Let's get to the back here. Why didn't I not think to come from this direction? Oh yeah, because there's nothing at the other end. And until you block out the ambient light, it doesn't, you know, your eye is right to that focal point right in the center there, you know. So you're like, you miss out on all the stuff near you, around you. Okay. All right, well, that's pretty... I should have... just that there. Now, if there was a planet at the other end of that, that might be neat. Fine, leaving it alone. Just for that, you will suffer. Yeah, the only reason I do expeditions is if it's you know, I should be doing some of the other ones because of some of the posters I don't have, which is kind of a, you know, yes, I can usually get somebody to, you know, drop them for me, but that isn't always when I need it. And sometimes I don't even know that I'm missing a particular thing until someone's like, hey, you don't have this? And then I'm like, no, because that's probably an expedition, which I haven't done yet. The 3 parts for one? I tried getting that gold ship, which I should have been able to get, and I had no success at that. You know, what the heck's going on with that, and I still can't join the cross save. Every day. No, sorry, bull. Hey, Lauren, do you ever get your Discord thing figured out? Alright, we got that. And that. Thankfully, there's only 6 sides. Yeah, for me, it's all about, you know, if I'm going to grab a ship, it's all about the look. What were you waiting on? Was it a headset or a mic or something? Alright, so hold on. I just did that. Now I need to do this one, so that's going to be here. I really wish the wire didn't twist so I could do the other version. I think the other version in a double line would look sick. I might attempt it because I attempted it in a circle. Ooh. That I would like to see. So, aside from Kiwi Pirate, asking me to do, what is it, memberships? I looked into it, and I gotta, I guess, make some stuff. I gotta figure that out. But I thought of maybe like one of the high tier memberships I would offer like an hour of building time. You know, a half hour every month, something. You know what I mean? Come in and collaborate or build you something or what are you? Why are you here? Is there a reason? Oh yeah. All right. Do I have both of those now? All right, so that's for that floor panel. That's for that floor panel. Now we just have the bottom one, and I think we're good. Where are you? Right here. Not an easy one to see now, is it? I really hope I started that the right one. I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, please tell me I didn't just delete something. Don't make me. Please don't make me. That would suck. No, it wouldn't be too bad. Just be annoying. And this is why you keep your setup around until the last minute. I think I'm okay. Well, I mean, in the game, I'm a complete wreck. All right, so that should get us set up for the next set. However, what it doesn't do now, I could use this as our final destination. It is basically the same, but different. You know, different highlight points. You know, I haven't done one of those in a while. Thank you for reminding me. And some sort of kaleidoscope, you know, as the backdrop for that. I have not done a random movie quote in quite some time. You are absolutely 100% correct, Sergeant. I have to think of one that I haven't done already, like a bunch of. Eat here or I'd kill you. All right, so we could kind of start it here. But we have one issue if we do that. Not really, because it's just a question of me bringing a floor panel down. We just carry it all the way down and we cut it through. And that's to center a new design, because remember we moved these so they kind of opened up. So the center, I can't start it from this floor panel that currently exists. You know, on there. So I have to start it using, actually I could just bring it out from here. Yeah. All right, so see how we have that step down, and that's how, you know, all these are working. So in order for me to do that, I would have to bring this down. Okay, and all that would be is to set up a new one of these. But I'm wondering if we need to or not. Or can I just use this? Thing is, we won't get the motion-y bit. Like we do on the other one, because this is a dilemma. Let's put it with that. I should probably save, huh? one's too easy, too dead giveaway. Downside again, the minute you walk away from it. This is why I kind of want to leave this. But I think shut it off, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on. Did I delete it by accident? No, alright. I mean, I'm gonna have to in a minute, but I just want to see what we get on the other side. If I can even get to it that way. And I'm thinking if I can keep the same amount of floor panels, it won't shut off. Alright, so we don't really get any effect unless we are, you know, looking at it at a very specific direction. Other than that, it looks like we're not getting anything except for that motion there. Okay. So, if I bring this up, actually, get rid of that for now. I bring this up, and then you back. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you for now. Hope that I can retrieve that. I can. Did I save? I don't even remember if I saved or not. It looks like I did. Alright, can I get rid of this? Or am I stuck with that? I am... I'm stuck with that. But does that matter? Yes, it does. Completely. Alright. We're gonna be screwed in a minute. I have a real frickin'... I hope I was smart. I don't remember. Alright, this is still here. That's there. Good. Alright. Alright, so that will not work for that particular bit. It's kind of a drag, unless I go in from the other side. But if I screw up, In the worst case scenario, I just remove the EM generators and I put those in again, as long as that setup is there. And I do believe it is. I could put those in, then put that stuff in afterwards. We wouldn't have the EM generators on this side unless I pulled that halfway through. So if I brought those halfway back, we could have them on both sides. However, if I did do that, then we're dealing with another issue. I mean, it is kind of neat just the way it is. I would like to cover up some of that blue, but I mean, we need something to tie that in as we all right, well, this is where I need to figure out, because either we keep this, work with what we have here. We could go in through a different direction, right? Instead, we could this gets a little change up. Yeah, it's actually not too much of an issue. No, see, it gets too chaotic when we start doing multiples like this, right? Yeah. That in tight quarters, it's chaos, too much chaos. Like, chaos is fun, but not in this instance. So here we'd want to do a fresh one. I guess just for ha-has for now, I'm just going to drop one just to see roughly what it would do. not bad. I'm like, damn, that's actually not too bad for center. I'm like, I'll just drop one right here. Yeah, so you would need to go further back in order to pick up the other parts. Because now all it's really gathering up is that bright light, which, not horrible, but I'd almost want to cover that with something, you know, another bit. Plus the detail is kind of lost. Again, not horrible, but and this would change if we, you know, if we bring that back some. All right, Sarge. No worries, no worries. I'm probably going to be heading out shortly myself, since I have to work tomorrow. Wow, some of that is really neat, though. I gotta say, for eyeballing it, that's not too shabby. A little high. Yeah, we're definitely not quite catching all the little bits, but I think if we could. Differently. It's differently. Do you know what I mean? Because on this side, if it's still going, it is not. See, and this has a whole different look without that rolling too, you know? Oh, I just lost the camera. Yeah. Well, I don't think it gets drowned out here. I think it just, it's just different. You know, we have a different, you know, there's much more detail. Granted, we haven't done anything on the other side. So I don't know if I should start a fresh one or use what I have there. And I'm almost debating too, like a halfway with with the EM generators, moving them in a bit, so that pushes into the other side. Because I can remove these and I should be able to put them back in relatively easily. And the reason it pops is because you're only seeing, that very bright light. The reds are so muted, but this has a nice, yes, it is brighter here. So it is, you don't see it as much. And because I had the anomaly seal above everything, you're seeing more of the effect. This is mixed in with a bunch of stuff. So if I were to pull this forward more, you would gain another, I believe almost even another dimension of yeah, see? Whoa. Whoa, wait a minute here. Right, obviously not here, but this might be something to investigate. But see what I mean? Exactly. So it really depends on, how much of this you have rolling. If it's right, on top of whatever you got going on, you're gonna, depending on where that's placed. All right, let me take a look at something here. Yeah, I'm good. So, and we could just, we have a save, right? We have a good save. But see what I mean? And I could even... and then that pulls a different element out. And then depending on where you're looking, I mean, these, again, I haven't really experimented with these, but we're getting there. All right, so I could technically take these out. Where does this put me in the middle with those, or on the other side? So you are. Yeah, it would be a halfway. I'd have to put him. I mean, I could conceivably just chuck him here, but I think a halfway point. Do I already have that set up? No, of course not. Why would I? That is where? Where are you? You are here. You're not a corners. I'd have to move all this stuff. One. So I'd have to do that 6 times. Do that. Yeah. I mean, I like this though, you know, I do. All right, you know what? That takes that out of there. And if we bring up that, you into Insanity, welcome. That goes there, this goes here. That gets out of there. Where is it? Do that. Then we're stuck with. Well, you know what? Let's just see what it looks like. We don't have to do anything. We just take a look at that because I can't get at that without deleting you, and you. Now I can delete you, but does that then get rid of our other one? No, okay. So that's there. Then I bring that up, If I remove you, no, good. So that, and then you're going to tell me that you deleted on the other side, right? So I'm going to have to put that one in first. Or did we get both of them? We got both of them. Excellent. Okay. So now, also, Dark Hellboy, welcome. All right, so now we have both sides, right? But minus the EM generators on the other side. So if we turn this on, without the EM generators, we get a whole different, obviously, sort of wacky pattern and whatnot. Right? But quite honestly, looks better with the EM generators. Alright, so now we'll try with the EM generators. Put in. Probably. I think my R&Ds all have been there actually right now. Like all this stuff I think I built except for one on the yes. In answer to your query. I believe it is. I believe everything I've done recently in this new style of stuff has been done here. And I think the other is the other planet you may have brought me to. It's entirely possible. So, when I dig about this particular version of this kaleidoscopy thing, I did delete something. I knew it. Damn it. Or did I not? Yeah, something right here. Maybe? Something doesn't look right. Yeah, I'm missing something. Highly recommend these camera settings. Full focal, just, crank them up. And that widens everything up. So when you're doing this, you get the full effect. Still missing something. All right, I got to figure out, did I delete something by accident? I'm going to have to do a count. Could just be... right here. Yep. Right there. I knew it. I've done seen it. Alright, so then that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, is that our bottom one? Yep. Yeah, see? One here. And then there should be one here. So that comes from this side. And hopefully it's facing the right direction. Yeah, I gotta say, bro, that planet is wildly fun and frustrating all in the same. Four, 2. See? My eye caught that like bam. All right, let's save again. And we're going to do it. Okay, so now that we have one more kind of in the mix of that. See, it's not picking up on all the little bits like I was hoping. It's not really pulling that red pattern. I was kind of hoping we'd get more of that. And then from a distance, it's just too... I do like how... It's kind of cool. How do we get that to happen more often? See how we're getting that kind of flower? Just kind of folds under every once in a while. Oh, that's a good idea, Hellboy, actually. Part of me is still thinking I need to pull that halfway. I'm kind of curious to see what would happen if I did. I mean, it's only 6 blocks. We got to do a half-step move. Although it is getting late for me and I do have to work tomorrow, but I'm kind of tempted. And I'm just looking here to see what's happening, and it's really not. I mean, it's cool when you look at it like, you know, your face is buried in it, but all right, give me a moment. I got to AFK. All right. Yeah. See, and we get kind of a. All right, nip, break for a second. All right, I think we need to go halfway with these and see what happens. I mean, you know, it could do absolutely nothing. We'll save it right where we are. All right. I'm going to do a quick bio break and whatnot. Let me do that. And then I'll come back and I'll move things around a little bit. Oh, really, Hellboy? Good to know. Yeah, so I'll do a little breather here. I'll do a bio break. Take like 3 minutes or so. We'll come back. I think we got enough room to scooch these in so that we get a little bit on each side. Although I don't know. We could do one. All right, let's do one. We can tell from one. All right, I'll come back and we'll move one. We'll see what it looks like. If it works on both sides, we'll do the rest of them. There we go. All right. We'll be back momentarily. But if you got to get going, thanks for hanging out. And if you're sticking around, go get a snacky treat, beverage, all that fun stuff. And we'll be back momentarily. Alrighty, we're back. Alright, let's move one of these, like we said. Oops, hey, I guess that takes a picture. When I'm in that mode, okay. We will move one, although we will remove, unfortunately, our thingamajiggies. That's gonna happen, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, so if I move one of them, it's one in the corner, right? Aha, yeah. I should probably do that. All right, so we got to save. Now we're gonna move this one, and we will go with that. Followed by that. Followed by that. That. This. No. That. This. You son of a biscuit. That. This. Thank you. That. This. That. Move. And then that here. This here. That there. This here. That there. Okay. And we'll get rid of that one. Copy that one. Do that. And that. And that puts it. Ooh. A bit on the different side now, doesn't it? Alright. That's what I was worried about right there. Yep. Although, no. Nope, we need to make a new one. Damn it. Okay. All right. Okay. It's not difficult. I was just hoping we could just use the back side of the other one. But I don't think we're going to be able to. I think we're going to be... I think we're going to be making a new... And it's going to look very, very similar to what we have here. And you better be in there. Thank you. Okay. All right. And heck, why not? We're back here. Let's do a... And see what I mean by when you don't have something at the other end, you don't see the effect as much, right? As opposed to when there's that focal point at the bottom, like all of a sudden now you know, the pattern becomes more visible because you don't have this like wide open. Your eye is trained on all of it for some reason. You know, you're not distracted by that heavy focal of that right there. So while you still get the pattern, you know, and we demonstrated this earlier with just putting, you know, a bunch of walls there to close it up, and then having another pattern. I mean, you still see the pattern, but your eye is like, you know, like just keeps going, you know, down into that area. See you, I missed her. Yeah. Oh, and sorry I missed you the other day, Hellboy. For some bizarre reason, I did not get a notification that you rang. Oh, yeah, no, I get you. I figured, yeah, I know, I gotta work tomorrow too, so I should probably actually get going in about 10 minutes. So I can eat some food and digest and go to bed. All right, so I guess we're gonna make two distinct ones, yet different. I mean, but yet similar. All right, so we're gonna call it here then. And what I will do is we will make shoot, okay. Didn't get to the camera in time, but all right, this should be still aligned with this, I hope. Gonna have to redo it again. Thank you. Yes, okay, good. And see, how did they manage to get, oh, one's from, all right, yeah. One's from the lower one was from the upper one. That's why I had to move that floor out of the way. Otherwise, everything we're about to do makes no sense. Well, not that it makes no sense, it just won't work. It won't be centered. Because I've already splayed those floors out so that we can get the effect. So I need to now bring, you know, the original floor centered. You'll see in a minute, it'll make sense. I wish I was getting a big snowstorm. I'm sick of going to work. I want to just take a day off and play games and build stuff. Tired of driving around everywhere, teaching people stuff they should know. Doing the same things over and over again. It's annoying. That's what I miss about tattooing. Always something different, even if it was technically the same. But it wasn't. And I didn't have to deal with corporate BS. Which I absolutely can't stand. Because it makes zero sense half the time. So this being the original floor, right? And then everything gets I mean, I have some hours, but I don't have enough to really take a vacation yet. And mine doesn't reset again till September. Mine just reset, and I've already had to use a bunch because... see, and now we got to be careful of that, too. And make sure that this is not snapping to that. So probably best if I just remove that. And once this is in here, I mean, and I kind of want, like, I was talking about this the other day, how where I live, we haven't really gotten much in the way of snow, and we used to here, you know, get a decent amount, and then, you know, all the joys of everything. Oh, and I also need to then prep this for, which I'm not going to do now. I'm going to spare you all that. I can do that separately. All right, see now this is centered within what we just did. So we remove that, we can drop that. We know that's there, so that. Oh, shh. Yeah, not a big deal. Do I need that for something? Yes, I do. Okay. That's for the other side of this, which I don't really need at this point because you're actually going to be out of there now. All right, you should now be what I need. This is going to be a pain. I can feel it already. Fine. Yeah, I was seeing the Boston area might be getting, so I'm on the East Coast. Look at that. See, we could change that pattern simply. And with little to no effort. Yeah, I heard even Texas might be getting some snow, exactly. Florida, Florida, the Panhandle, America's penis. Alrighty, so bing bang boom. I don't get why you are being so wackadoo though. Why are you not? Yeah, you should be. Why are you not attaching to another floor there? Drive me insane, aren't you? Slurgan. Oh, I know what I need to do. That's why. I just don't remember where I put it. I'd like to go to Texas one of these days. I think I got an aunt and some cousins there. Okay. All right. Now we're okay. Sure we are. Yeah, right there. That's better. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. Come on, thank you. I didn't say I was going to move there. I was just simply saying I'd like to visit. Let's see here. We got 1, 2, 6, and 1 will make 7. And we now need to figure out where the two of these split. So we have everything that we need in terms of cubes. Everything, paver cubes, those are all set. All right. Now, all right, let's actually for now we'll get rid of this, except for that, because that one's such a pain to put in. And that way I can look at that. This we're gonna have to deal with after. And actually, let's just throw in a second one. Where did that end up? Right there, okay. Yeah, and a little bit more difficult to do when you're, damn it, I had it. When there's no beam shining through. Oh, I'm not rebuilding, I'm just doing another one on the other side. So I'm not really rebuilding it, I'm, we're gonna mess with the pattern on. Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Why is it so difficult in some, there we go. And other times it's like, yeah, no problem. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I know some of it is the crap on the roof. There we go. That would be my first no. 2, 3, 4. All right, let's see where this one ends up, and then we'll go from there. so dumb sometimes how these things need to work. Alright, that gets us more animation here. Like that. Although, we are going to have to do... You know, this isn't going to stay. I'm just doing this, making sure that, you know, this part is... Which, you know, it drags across. Everything is where we need to be. We've got that set up. But I'm going to have to strip out this first layer. Actually, you know what? I could probably get away without it, but it would be a nightmare. So I'm probably gonna have to strip away a bunch of it in order to, you know, put the cubes in so that this, you know, we get the effect over here. So on and so on and so on and so on. You know, we have some setup work to do. Most of it is done. The majority of it is done, actually. Now it's just dragging these across, filling in the gaps. Every 4 is what we've, you know, what seems to work the best for this at this moment. You know, lines up nicely. Because like so here, see how this is relatively centered to this cube? And the floor panel is pretty you know, it's not exactly, but it's pretty close. It might even be exact, I don't know. But then you count out 1, 2, 3, 4, and now you're kind of in the halfway. And then you do another, you know, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we're in the middle again. So, you know, it's a good count. Bonk. All right, I unfortunately need to get rolling. I have to work tomorrow. But we should have something by next time I get on here, depending on what time I get out of work tomorrow. And either we'll build a new one together, or I'll get home a little later and do a bunch of work and then Yeah, this is one of my favorite filters. Alright, so now we gotta make the other side do something similar to this side. And we'll do a nice pan out. Trying to keep everything centered, a pain. Yeah, I'd have to say this is one of the better ones that we've done yet. But it's all due to the setup, knowing, now that we discovered this technique with the floor panels and whatnot, Eclipsey, welcome. Now you're gonna make me stand for another 10 minutes because you just joined. I was just about to kick off, but I'll stick around for another 10 minutes. We'll get some setup done. Or we'll just keep playing around with this. Just keep looking at it. But see now, like, you're like, oh, there's something not right. What is it? You see the pattern, but it's not as impactful because your eye is just looking at that weird, negative space chaos right here. So when you actually get to, and then all of a sudden here, it's like, oh, it's just patterns, so your eye is like, oh, okay, your brain's okay. Yeah. I think the smaller versions of this are the way to go. And as much as I hate to say it, and it, the six-sider seems to be kind of the nicest circumference, not too wide. I mean, we can go to one of my other R&Ds. Actually, I'll show you, and again, and kind of to reiterate, you walk down it, and while it is neat, it is not the same as if you know the camera. Oh, I miss the old vintage chromatic planets. I had a really great Atlas seed there once, or void egg, depending on when I built it. And what a update we were on. But at the time, it was the Atlas seed when I built it, because the void egg hadn't come out yet. And then I built the seed, and people are like, oh, it looks like an egg. And I'm like, yeah, egg, seed, similar. You should build an 18-point kaleidoscope on the platform so you see it from the inside. Inside of what? What do you mean? I generally don't upload R&D, but I will. All right, I will upload and the other R&D. We'll go. I'll go hit that right now. I think I have like 3 bases on this plan. I know I have at least 2, but I think it's 3. Yeah. I think I might have 3 on this planet. I will delete. Don't worry. Yeah, so I have 3, I think. Or maybe it's just 2. Current system. Where is Sakumi? I thought this was here too. Where is this one? It's dark. It works well. There's a portal over here somewhere too, I think. Well, no, wait a minute. This is... I thought I am at R&DP. Where the hell am I? What base computer is this? This is R&DP. I thought so. It was like I specifically built this platform and tore down the small pyramid. We were going to build a larger one, and we didn't. I want to say Sakumi is also on here. Like I'm 90%. It's either that or it's with the other one. Well, the only way to find out is we'll go to here. We know this one is definitely. I could have sworn Sakumi was also here. So this is an R&D. This is when I first kind of started messing with this. So there's one of these here. This one's neat. There's one here. I never finished these. This is in progress. And so like these, if you get your camera going, these are pretty wild. And then I think that's the only one that has yeah, and then there's see, now the larger ones do work. They're just much more part consuming. But they don't change quite like the other ones do, you know? Like the new one does, the smaller one. Like these have their own merit. You know, this is akin to my very first ones, only with a new style. But don't get me wrong, these do their own thing. you know, we get pattern flashes, you know, like there, for example. And these are just harder and more time consuming to make. But see how I've managed to get that other contrast color in here? Is what I'm trying to do in the smaller one. But because we are at such extreme angle, you know, as a hexagram, where this is the circular one, I'm able to add the floor panels in, and I got to figure out how I managed to get, no, it's not on this one, it's another one. But see how, like, that sphere generator, you know, lights up just enough of the other areas, and that's what I'm trying to do with the other one. I don't know where I built half of this stuff. Okay, so oh yeah. I don't mind, I'll upload it. And then, you know, I was right in the middle of messing around with this one here, because I like how I got the lasers to be just at the points, you know, they're not cutting through, you know, it's not so pizza pie, you know, and it actually does a nice, oh, wait a minute. But this one has an issue with the floor panel phasing in the upper left-hand corner, where the pattern is the same. However, due to the way the phasing happens and the overlap with the floor panels being slightly different, we don't even really know why this happens. Oops. But see how this has a completely different wave and how the light, you know, and that's the thing. That's what makes these things so fun. And you can essentially do the same exact pattern that I've done or the same setup, and more than likely it's going to come out a bit different. You know, and see how this one here, how the light becomes part of the, you know, but we don't have a shroud around this one yet, so. But see how the light becomes more of this one, the patterns, you know, show up due to how the light interacts with, you know, all the lines, the, you know, the black or the negative space. Now I'd like to be able to get color just in, like, to fill in some of these areas, you know, where I could spot fill color. But due to how the lighting works in this game, I have not yet been able to truly do it. You know, without using, you know, some of the particular parts that I always seem to use, which is fine by me. I mean, it always gives me the, you know, how do I make it different by using the same crap? And I'm going to forget how to spell kaleidoscope in a minute. Yeah, I'm not even going to try because my brain is shot. Spell kaleidoscope, Siri.
Sorry. Could you please say that again?
Spell kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope. K.
Ah, that's the one letter I always screw up too.
D.
All right.
S. C. P. E.
Yeah, that's okay. I was right. All right, so that one's uploaded. Now, I swear Sakumi was, but I could be wrong. Let me find out. We'll know in a minute. And I kind of want to go back to the Zoo Memorial and do my new technique on his base somewhere, just because it's, you know, I know he would have loved it. Because it's a whole new kaleidoscope. And Zoo, you know, that's how he found me, was through my kaleidoscopes, and he loved making them. And I loved seeing when he would make them. I loved watching when people, you know, when it took off. I swear this is in the same place, but it might not be. I could have sworn this is my other kaleidoscope R&D. My other. Ooh, excuse me. And it is. But it might not be in the same. No, I don't think it is. Yeah, no, it's on that one. Okay, I have 2 on this planet and 2 on that one. Okay. All right, so I have I have a couple of these apparently. And this one is, you know, these are all in progress. They're all experiments, you know. Like, so much so that this one got jammed in next to this one. And then this one has, you know, the thingamajiggy. And this was also the... Oh, this is the testing ground for... this is how I figured out what we need for reference for this style. Yeah, the funny thing is I knew I was right, but you know, it's one of those things where you're like, am I spelling that right? It's like I've spelled it I don't know how many times, and I know how to spell it, but you know, there are the days where your brain's just not working quite right. Question yourself a little too much. Like this one here, I love this style, but it's such a pain because it's, you know, it's a manual placement style, and it's just luck. You get it when you get it. You know roughly where you need to be, but it's that twisting issue where, but I wanted something that you could do with other floor panels, not just the legacy metal. But I like this a lot. It's just very difficult. Well, it's very fiddly. It's not difficult, it's just fiddly. And I can't do it in a circle due to the wire rotation. So I either need to get super lucky, or because as you extend the block out to put it in, if you don't have it perfectly level, it twists and then you see it. It's just, we have streams of all this happening. But I like the effect, and I would love to see this in a circular fashion. And I would like to see this style in our new kaleidoscope. And I might take the time to try to make it work. We'll see. I doubt it, because I have a feeling the minute I go around the corner. But not being a circle and being more of an edged, I'm hoping that I can get it to work. But we'll see. So apparently I don't need to do, I just need to do that one there for you. I don't know if this is one of your planets or not. Insanity. It might be. It very well might be. I don't know. I should do what? What should I do? I missed. I'm just trying to hide the, when you roll up on it. There we go. it's not? Okay. I really like these towers too. I want to put one of these in the city, I think. I have to. I have every new technique I've ever done, it's gone into the city. So I need to put something like this in the city. At least an homage to what I've been doing here. That's the whole point of the city. We either get a new part or I figure something out and it goes into the city. So I am going to have to bring this in. I just don't know how yet. So, all right. Well, I'm not going to upload this one then. I will just keep the two that I have over there. Where's my, there it is. And the other one that I have in that area, oh yeah, insanity. Every time we've gotten a new building part, I find a place for it in the city. I usually experiment in the city with it. Doing this requires some room, because I just figured it out, and there's a lot of moving parts at the moment. So, in order for me to truly experiment, I don't need a bunch of things around me that I could accidentally delete. That's why I like doing them on these types of planets. That's my R&D. All right. I'm gonna do one more, and then I gotta go because I'll let the camera kick in. But then I gotta get going because I unfortunately have to work tomorrow. And we got a day. So, but I can't let this go without. Hopefully my PlayStation character will kick in a minute. See, it's saving part of my camera, even though I've been warping around. Yeah, look at that. All right, I'll give him that. Although now we just gotta hope that my PlayStation character kicks back in. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, all right. Bummer. Oh well, I was hoping the PlayStation character would kick in and we could have the movement. But even without all the flashy movement bits, it still does the effect, which is neat. Meh. Yeah, the only way we can do it is with our... And it's not the same when you don't have the full camera. Like, I really recommend if you come here and you look at this, always expand the camera out as much as you can, 100% your focal point, all that fun stuff. You've seen what I do when I set up the camera for it. Always dark and... Oh, hey, look at that. All right, sweet. We get one run. Yay. But yeah, so you want the field of view to be 150, full depth of field, infinite focal point, 100% focal range. Definitely cut the vignette down, fog density, bloom, that's up to you. And then play with the filter, even though it really isn't doing much. But this is the important part. The field of view is the most important, followed by, this section here, the lens section. Because it allows you to see more of the pattern as you're going down. It actually sort of, in a way, extends it, if you will. And as I say goodbye to all of you this evening, I thank you for everything. Hanging out, keeping me company, watching a bunch of repetitive crap that eventually turns into usually something interesting enough to look at. Not always, let's face it. But I have to say, this is probably one of the better designs I've come up with at this point in terms of, making a kaleidoscope style thing. And it took me doing, figuring this out, the pattern, making the new pattern. With the floor panels, and so I did some work with that. We got that, we figured that out. Then you didn't know you could do what, Learned? Oh, messing with the camera lens? A lot of people don't, I find. But that's one of the ways I get, this to look so the way I do, is with the camera. When you widen the camera lens out, it allows you to, get this nice, full effect. And that, my friends, is the Keviscope. Another, APG engine, sci-fi kaleidoscope. I don't even know what we're gonna call this one. I've had so many versions and so many iterations of these things since the first version. Oh yeah, no, Learned, you can. You got, you have well, let's go through it. You have your field of view, you have depth of field, which you even can get a macro. You can change your focal point, which does kind of do some stuff, but not really. The focal range, and then obviously your scene, fog, vignette, bloom, and then your filter. But yeah, with the lens, hit your RB button, one of your bumpers up here, on console, or if you use controller on PC like I do. I don't know what it is on the other. Hold on. It is mouse. But yeah, the field of view is, and the cool thing too is you can, and if you just hold it down, if you're on controller, it will just kind of do what it does and eventually speed up. So, and then don't forget to save your effects. So now we're like super tight in. Which I'm not sure what I'll do. I never do this really. Whoa, it's weird. It's so weird. The camera feels weird. That's so bizarre, actually. That's why I'm wobbling so much. Yeah, it tightens everything up. It's really kind of weird. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. Scares me, coach. Alrighty, folks. That's my time for tonight. I've been going for longer than I thought. But let's get on the cool funky bit here. And then if I get out of work tomorrow in time, well, we'll do some more. If not, I'll be back as soon as I have the time. But as usual, Sunday mornings at 10, and usually Monday, Tuesdays as well at 10 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time. So thank you all for hanging out and keeping me company. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and all that jive. It's supposed to help with stuff. Not with me, but hey, do it anyway. So until next time, this has been me, Kevin C., wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and starship grease. Get those action pants on, get out there, and start building some wild and wacky stuff, will ya? And if you need any help, hit me up on Discord. All right, y'all. Take care, and we will see you soon. Bye.